and aerobic respiration process. Here now, in last class we have discussed about anaerobic respiration, means production of the ethanol. Okay, fermentation process. Already we discussed about it. What? Fermentation. Here already observed in fermentation usually ethanol is produced in fermentation process. Understanding? Already in last class we explained about an activity. Okay. Now let us discuss about the some other uses of the fermentation. Means fermentation process is used in preparation of the idli, dosa dough, and preparation of bread in bakery. Here fermentation is used. Actually, to produce there are different also advantages. By using this anaerobic respiration fermentation, beverages, next idli dough, dosa dough, okay, and bread. This type of materials are prepared by using the fermentation process. Are you understanding? Now let us study about the idli and dosa dough. You know very well that in 8th class you studied about preparation of these two materials. Actually, here first you have to take the rice powder, then you have to mix the rice powder in water and prepare the dosa dough. Observe carefully. Now take another bowl, then prepare the again here dosa dough. Okay, this is the first bowl, this is the second bowl. Now you have to add yeast powder into the one of the bowls or one of the beakers. Then you have to mark it. Then you have to mark this beaker or bowl. Understanding? Then you have to keep the two beakers or bowls for overnight. Then morning you have to observe the volumes of the dough. volumes of the dough present in two beakers or two bowls. After 6 hours or 10 hours, 6 to 10 hours, we can observe increased volume of the dough. We can observe increased volume of the dough. Observe carefully. Like this, you can observe increased volume of the dough. Where can you observe in which beaker or in which bowl can you observe the increased volume of the dough? Actually, beaker in which yeast was added, in which yeast was added, in that beaker actually we can observe the increased volume of dough. But in second one, in other beaker or other bowl, we cannot observe this type of situation, means increased volume of the dough. Here volume of the dough is as it is, because we did not add the yeast powder or yeast to this bowl. That is why. Here we added the yeast powder or yeast organism into the dosa dough. Here what will happen when we add the yeast? Here dosa dough means actually it is sugar, carbohydrate, it is carbohydrate. Here yeast organism, it depends on the sugar, okay, and converts the sugar into the carbon dioxide plus ethanol understanding plus energy here released energy is utilized by released energy is utilized by yeast organism. Next, ethanol is remained inside of the dough. Next, carbon dioxide gas, it is also present inside of the dough. Due to presence of the carbon dioxide gas or carbon dioxide gas bubble, what will happen? Volume of the dough is increased. Due to presence of here carbon dioxide gas. What is the reason for increased volume of the dough? Due to presence of carbon dioxide. Very important, remember, due to presence of the carbon dioxide gas bubbles inside of the dosa dough or any other dough, idli dough or any other, volume of the dough is increased. Okay, observe one thing. Okay. Yeah, this is about the dosa and idli dough preparation. Actually, in our houses, we do not add we do not add the yeast because here we do not add the yeast. But what will happen there? Actually, when we place the dosa and idli dough in open place, what will happen? Yeast present on the edge in air. Yeast present in air. That is entered into the dough and performs anaerobic respiration, fermentation, and forms the carbon dioxide. Due to presence of carbon dioxide bubbles, there also in our houses, there also volume of the dough is increased. The volume of the dough is increased. Okay. Next, in beverages industry, fermentation is extensively used to produce the different types of beverages. For example, different alcoholic products, brandy, whiskey, rum, beer, like this, to produce beverages, different types of alcoholic products in large scale. Fermentation process is extensively using. Okay, now observe in beverages industry, they used they use very large container fermenters. These are called actually fermenter. Here they used grape juices, grape juice. They use grape juices, grape juice as the source of the food material for the yeast. Next, they add yeast. They add yeast to the sugar solution or grape juice. Grape juice. When we add this yeast to the sugar solution, it performs anaerobic respiration. It uses it breaks the sugar present in the sugar solution and converts the carbon dioxide, ethanol, and energy. Here energy is used, carbon dioxide, ethanol. These two are remained inside of the sugar solution. Here ethanol. This is alcohol actually. This is alcohol. Here alcohol is present. In addition to alcohol, sugar solution is also present here. In addition to alcohol, sugar solution is also present. Now we want only alcohol. Okay, here sugar, there is no use of sugar. We do not need the sugar. We need only alcohol. We want only alcohol. How can we separate the alcohol from sugar solution? Can we separate? Can we separate the alcohol from sugar solution? Yes. Nowadays, different types of techniques are available to separate the alcohol from the sugar solution. How means very important process is fractional distillation. Fractional distillation method. This is one type of distillation method or distillation process. Here, actually, listen carefully here. Main principle of the fractional distillation method is based on the fractional distillation method works based on the boiling point, different boiling point. Different boiling point. Here actually in this condition, sugar has one type of boiling point, alcohol has another type of boiling point. Means alcohol has the lower boiling point than sugar. Lower boiling point than the sugar. For example, 70 degrees centigrade. This is the boiling point of the alcohol, but this is 95 to 100 degrees centigrade. Okay, observe. Now, after fermentation process, usually all these contents containing the sugar, next containing the sugar, and other one is ethanol. Now they pour the entire this mixture in this fractional distillation method. Then what will happen? First only ethanol is separated. Okay, now let us study the fractional distillation process in detail. Fractional distillation process in detail. Okay. Now let us discuss about the fractional distillation process by simple method or simple diagram. For example, imagine
here mixture is present. Here mixture is present. Here, okay, in fractional distillation process, first entire mixture is heated. Okay, for example, it has the boiling point 70 degrees centigrade. Here 100 degrees imagine. Now we have to apply the 70 degrees centigrade. At this temperature, ethanol is evaporated. Ethanol is evaporated. The evaporated ethanol is moved through a pipe. Moved through a pipe. At a specific location, condenser is arranged around the channel or tube. Here, listen carefully. When this ethanol means our ethanol in gaseous form is reached to the condenser region. At this condenser region, water vapor, ethanol present in vapor. This is condensed as the liquid. Okay, it is condensed into the liquid form. Now this liquid only ethanol. It is transported into the other container. Transported into the other container. This is ethanol. Understand? This is here. By this method, we can remove the or we can separate the ethanol. Also, in this situation, ethanol has separated from the sugar. Here only sugar solution remains. Sugar solution remains. Remaining all are transported into the other container along with the ethanol. Along with ethanol. Here condenser it cools the ethanol present in the form of the vapor. Condenser cools the ethanol present in gaseous form or vapor form. Whenever ethanol is cooled, it becomes liquid form and it is transported into the other beaker or any other container. Observe this. Next, okay, next, in some bacteria, in some muscle cells, here glucose is converted into the, instead of ethanol, lactic acid. Lactic acid instead of ethanol plus energy. Plus energy. Energy is also very small amount. Here, this energy is utilized by organism, but lactic acid remains in the cells of the organisms. Understanding? Also carefully, here also said glucose is not converted, not broken down into the, not broken down completely. In this situation also, glucose, in this situation also, glucose is not broken down into the, not broken down completely into carbon dioxide. Here, it is broken down partially and formed with lactic acid. Here, best example is in our muscle cells. When we do not take the sufficient oxygen, when we do not take the sufficient oxygen, in such conditions, to get the energy, our muscle cells, skeletal muscle cells, perform the one type of anaerobic respiration. In this type of anaerobic respiration, glucose is converted to lactic acid. Due to accumulation of more lactic acid inside of the muscle cells, muscle pains, we feel muscle pains, we get muscle pains, understanding, muscle fatigue, we feel muscle fatigue. That type of condition is also occurred. When we do not take sufficient oxygen, when we cannot take the sufficient oxygen for respiration process, that means while we are doing the vigorous exercise, running, jogging, understanding, jumping, and any other works, vigorous exercise, while you are doing the vigorous exercise, you cannot take the sufficient oxygen. You cannot breathe this. You cannot breathe the sufficient oxygen into your lungs properly. Understanding? You are working. Isn't it clear? You are working, anyone work or anyone job. Now you need energy to do work. But you are not taking the sufficient oxygen. You are not taking sufficient oxygen. In such conditions, to get the energy, our skeletal muscle cells perform one type of anaerobic respiration and produce two ATP molecules, and they utilize them to do work. Work. Understanding? Observe carefully. Here, Here what will happen ultimately? If once glucose molecule is broken down, lactic acid is formed. Okay, next situation, again lactic acid. In next, some other lactic acid is accumulated in muscles. In next cycle, some other lactic acid is accumulated in the muscle cells. In such conditions, due to accumulation of more lactic acid in muscles, we get muscle pain. We get the muscle fatigue. Understanding? During the vigorous exercise, lifting of more weight is also an exercise. Okay. Next, climbing a hill or mountain. Climb is different. Any work, vigorous work, high work, heavy work. When you do heavy work, in such conditions, you cannot breathe, you cannot take the sufficient breathing while you are doing the vigorous exercise. In such conditions, in our muscles, lactic acid is formed. Understanding? After stopping the vigorous exercise, lactic acid is again converted into the glucose. Lactic acid is again converted into the glucose. Then we feel air relaxation. We get the relief after some time. Understanding? Observe carefully. Okay. Here, lactic acid. Very common, for example, first muscle cell. Okay. This is muscle cell. Here this is liver. Muscle, liver. Here, first in muscle, glucose is converted into the pyruvic acid by giving it to ATP molecules. Okay. Next, pyruvic acid is converted into lactic acid. Converted into lactic acid. Now, lactic acid is released after exercise. Listen carefully. After exercise, during the exercise, glucose is converted to pyruvic acid. Pyruvic acid is converted into lactic acid. After exercise, lactic acid is transported into the blood. From blood, it is again transported into the liver. Now here lactic acid. This is here lactic acid. Lactic acid is transported to blood from blood into the liver. Now lactic acid is converted into the folic acid. Here, next folic acid is converted into the glucose. Into glucose. Here, ATP molecules, two ATP molecules, two ATP molecules are used here. Next, glucose is transported into the blood again. Glucose is transported to the blood, from blood into the organ, into the right muscle cells. Observe carefully here. Lactic acid, after formation, after vigorous exercise, it is transported to the liver. Lactic acid is again converted into glucose. Now this glucose is transported to muscle cells. Observe carefully here. Okay, observe once. Okay, observe. Muscle cells, this type of condition occurs when we do or when we are we involve in 100 meters running race. When we involve in 100 meters running race, in such conditions, we cannot take the sufficient breathing while we are running. Okay, in such conditions, our muscles need energy because they should do work. They should contract and relax. To contract and relax, they need energy. But we are not taking the sufficient oxygen to produce energy. In such conditions, they prefer to perform the respiration process without oxygen. Respiration process without oxygen because there is no oxygen. We are not taking the oxygen. We are not supplying the oxygen to muscles. That is why they prefer to do the respiration without oxygen. That is anaerobic respiration. In this condition, our muscle cells to get the energy, they convert the glucose or they break the glucose partially and form a lactic acid plus energy. This released energy is utilized by muscles to do work. Okay. Are you understanding? Observe carefully. Now this lactic acid is not converted into other forms at a time simultaneously. Here lactic acid is accumulated inside of the muscle cells. due to accumulation of the lactic acid in muscle cells. What will happen? What will happen? Muscle pains. Muscle pains occurs. When these muscle pains occurs, actually oxygen dead conditions. Okay? Oxygen dead conditions. Oxygen dead condition means it is a condition in which oxygen is not sufficiently present in tissues. Oxygen a deficiency condition is also called. Oxygen dead condition, muscle pains or muscle fatigues occur because of accumulation of the lactic acid in muscles. After running, we take the rest. Actually, we take the rest. During the rest conditions, we take sufficient oxygen and we supply the sufficient oxygen to muscle cells. In such condition, lactic acid is converted to phytic acid. Phytic acid is converted to glucose. Glucose is again involved in cellular respiration. Understanding? Observe carefully. Here, during the 100-meter running race, some persons do not take the breath at all. Okay, these type of persons they get more pains, more muscle pains. But some trained athletes, they can hold the breath all the running race, means entire running race. Then after running, they take the sufficient oxygen and they recover and they convert the lactic acid to the glucose. Understanding? Observe carefully. After some time, usually after some time, we recover or we convert the lactic acid into other forms. Understanding? Okay, next again we can get the relief. This is one type of anaerobic respiration in muscles. But when we involve in 1 kilometer running race, understanding?